Now, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video, and please welcome back once again to my channel. Please support me by subscribing just in case you are here for the first time, and also you can press the notification bell so that YouTube can automatically update you immediately I post a video here. Otherwise, I really want to appreciate my subscribers so much, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is currently. So feel very much welcome as you watch, and I don't take your support for granted. So recently, President William Ruto decided to listen and to respond to Raila Odinga's demands that he was raising during his mass actions across the country, and he agreed to sort out these issues in a very legal and constitutional manner using the bipartisan approach in parliament. But because Raila Odinga felt like he was being cornered by William Ruto, he is now demanding for a national accord-like approach, which was actually used during the 2007-2008 reconciliation between Raila Odinga and the former head of state, Kibaki. So let me just tell you about this national accord-like approach that Raila Odinga is proposing. Of course, it is too much illegal here in Kenya. It does not stand any authority over the Constitution of Kenya. And remember that President William Ruto took an oath of office to protect, and everything that he does must be within the Constitution of Kenya. So he must uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. That is why William Ruto is proposing the bipartisan approach, which the issues that Raila Odinga is proposing will be sorted out in parliament. Remember that here in Kenya, we have the president and also the opposition leader. We must have these two sides. But what Raila Odinga is proposing, the national accord-like approach, does not go within the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, because first of all, the national accord-like approach will set up a committee of reconciliation, just like what happened in 2008-2007 general election, the reconciliation between Mwai Kibaki and Raila Amolo Odinga. You know, the bipartisan approach is strictly within the parliament. But what Raila Odinga wants, the matters to be addressed in parliament, and also this committee to be formed to reconcile him and William Ruto. You know, it's like a handshake, you know, such like issue, what Raila Odinga is proposing. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, but remember that what I've just said, that we must have a constitution, we must have an opposition, and we must have the presidency, the government and the opposition. That is what William Ruto has always maintained, that the opposition will still remain in the opposition. We don't want the opposition, or William Ruto does not want the opposition in his government, like what happened in the previous handshake between Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, this national accord-like approach will establish some new positions there. For example, it will introduce the office of the strongest prime minister. This prime minister, ladies and gentlemen, will have to share the powers with the president. So, meaning whatever powers that William Ruto has, he will have to share with the prime minister. And somebody was telling me that I think Raila Odinga is too much bitter, because there's no way that Raila Odinga has massive following, yet he is in the opposition. But people like Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula, who don't even have mass following or huge following in the ground, they have very big position in William Ruto's government. So this, what Raila Odinga is proposing, it will have a prime minister, a strong prime minister, a deputy prime minister, 2 deputy prime ministers actually, and also a total of 42 cabinet ministers there. And the prime minister will share the powers, will divide the powers equally with the president. So that is what Raila Odinga is proposing. And thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just giving you, or I'm just outlining for you on how the national accord-like approach, what Raila Odinga is talking about, looks like. And thirdly, ladies and gentlemen, the coalition it will form a grand coalition with the government. Like for example now, the Kenya Kwanza Alliance and the Azimio la Umoja will have to form a grand coalition government. It is like an alliance, like what happened in 2007-2008, whereby there was this grand coalition government between the PNU and ODM by that time, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So this is what will happen, and therefore Raila Odinga will come up with the appointment of his cabinet ministers, and William Ruto will have to break the government, or he will have to come up with a new appointment of his cabinet ministers, and who will be equally with Raila Odinga's. If Raila Odinga will be the prime minister, they will be equal. So what do you think about Raila Odinga's proposal? Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Do you agree with Raila Odinga's national accord-like approach, or do you agree with William Ruto's bipartisan approach, which is legal, which is constitutional, and it is actually favors what Raila Odinga is demanding? I think the main issue here, or the bigger picture that Raila Odinga must look at, is his demands to be sorted out. That is what he wants, right? Then he must give an opportunity to President William Ruto to sort out his demands. It does not matter which method, which area, or which path that William Ruto will use to sort out Raila Odinga's demands. What Raila Odinga wants is that his demands to be followed up. He was talking about not unless what Raila Odinga is demanding is from his own personal approach that I've always maintained. What Raila Odinga wants, he is not fighting for the ordinary wananchi. And as sometimes I wonder how people go to protest to support Raila Odinga, because they think that Raila Odinga is fighting for them. They think that Raila Odinga is fighting for the high cost of living. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, President William Ruto and Raila Odinga had a peaceful conversation, a peaceful, reconciliation, and they talked about some issues that Raila Odinga was raising. Under that dialogue, ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga never ever mentioned about the high cost of living. I think that should have been first of his irreducible minimums. I think Raila Odinga should have said that for me to have a dialogue with William Ruto, first of all, the high cost of living must be reduced, because these people who went to the street to fight for Raila Odinga, to support Raila Odinga's mass action, majority of them were injured, majority of them were arrested, several of them were killed during that process, and they fought so hard, especially in Kisumu County, but they did not know that what Raila Odinga is fighting for is because of his personal interest. I don't know what you think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, I don't have much to add. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. But before I leave, just in case you want some quick loans and you come from Kiambu County, and also just in case you come from Nairobi County, I want to refer you to a loan officer from Premier Credit who will assist you in one way or another, just in case you are in an emergency. Just call this number, or 780-600-142. Of course, I always advertise something that is too much legal and something that is good for your consumption as my supporters. I cannot advertise here something that is not well for you. Until next time, my name is Json. Bye-bye.